May the soul of our departed fellows rest in perfect peace. Amen. The Reverend, please. Thank you very much. We now move to the laying of flowers in memory of our fallen comrades. First to do that will be His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Thank you, Mr. President. Next, we'll have Her Excellency
Laying of flowers and lighting of candles for the 8 men, gallant men who lost their lives in a helicopter crash yesterday in the Andansi area of the Ashanti region. At the moment, at the forecourt of the presidency, the ceremonial gardens, to be specific, the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who has just laid his flowers. The Vice President, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, is also here. The Chief of Staff, service commanders led by the Chief of Defense Staff, military officers, members of the general public, government appointees are all here joining this brief ceremony in memory of the 8 who were on board the Ghana Armed Forces Z9 helicopter. They were out from their homes early morning. They were on a mission to join the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, commission a government initiative targeting efforts to stop illegal mining activities. But unfortunately, the sad event occurred. So today we are remembering the Minister for Defense, the late Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boama, Alhaji Dr. Murtala Mohammed, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Alhaji Meniru Mohammed Lumina, Acting National Security Coordinator, that's Deputy. Then Dr. Samuel Sapon, the Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, and Samuel Abuaje, a former parliamentary candidate. These were government officials who were on board the helicopter that was involved in the unfortunate incident. The military officers, the crew, are Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado. It's a national tragedy, and Ghana is mourning. In your shots, is still the ongoing laying of flowers in remembrance of the departed, and their pictures have been displayed on the banner with the caption, "Ghana mourns." Government has declared 3 days of mourning beginning today. In your shot are the leadership of the majority side, and so you see the first Deputy Speaker of Parliament and Deputy Majority Leader Kweku Reketegan, who just went past the camera after laying their flowers. And as I told you earlier, a number of members of the general public are trooping in to be part of this solemn event. Yesterday, the Vice President, Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, led a government delegation to visit the homes of the departed. She visited the home of now the late Alhaji Dr. Murtala Mohammed, the Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, and Alhaji Meniru Mohammed Lumina, who is the Acting National Deputy Security Coordinator. The Chief of Staff, accompanied by the National Chairman, Johnson, the home of the mother of the late Defense Minister, Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boama, to commiserate with the family. Similar activities took place in Takoradi, the western region, and of course the northern region, where some of those who passed come from. And I'm told the Central Regional Minister was also dispatched with a team to visit the home of one of the crew members of the Air Force helicopter which was involved in the unfortunate incident. Several tributes are pouring in from members of the diplomatic corps. The African leaders are going to their social media handles to express the pain they share with Ghanaians. We have representatives of the United Nations, the Economic Community of West African States, AU representatives, diplomats have all paid their tribute. Past Commission President, for example, used a phrase in a sentence which reads, dedicated public servants. The British High Commissioner in Ghana posted a message on his Facebook page, and it only reads with one phrase, deep condolences. And so this morning at the forecourt of the presidency, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, accompanied by his vice, the Chief of Staff, senior government officials, have joined what is the laying of flowers and the lighting of candles for the departed, which is being attended by members of the public, members of the family of the deceased, their friends, government appointees, and representatives of the security agencies led by the Chief of Defense Staff, who was among those who went to the home of the Defense Minister yesterday to commiserate with his mother in Koforidua. President and his vice, the Chief of Staff, and leadership of Parliament and other top government appointees who have joined the laying of flowers and the lighting of candles for the departed are leaving the ceremonial grounds here, or the ceremonial gardens here at the forecourt of the presidency. But this exercise will continue through the day as government declares 3 days of mourning for the departed. Yesterday was a tragedy, the 6th of August 2025. These officers who we are now remembering were on a mission to serve the state. They left their homes for work. Their immediate families had no idea about what was ahead of them. They, of course, had no parting words with their family, and many of them started picking snippets of information about the disaster late morning yesterday until just around midday. That the details started filtering in through the National Security Coordinator and top officials at the presidency, after which the Chief of Staff, Julius Debra, had to break the news and announce the names of those who have passed. In your shot are the officials who are leaving the presidency. The president was leading them, and I'm sure the vice president's motorcade is about leaving the presidency, after which I believe that other officials, that's the president in your shot anyway. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has just been part of this painful, memorable incident that will be on our lips for years to come because of some of the personalities involved and for the commitment they had for this country. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has laid his flower, and you could see from the shots that he could not hold the pain, and he kept sobbing and sobbing because Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah was one of his confidants, one of the very, very intelligent young men who he came to meet in life, who served him diligently, who demonstrated their commitment to join hands to change the mindset of Ghana under the reset agenda, to improve the lives of the people through hard work. And today he is no more. And so I will just, for those of you who have joined us, remind you of a few things that will be happening in the days ahead. Last night, the remains of the 8 were flown back to Ghana, and the government has declared 3 days of mourning. So thank you very much, and we join hands to say may their souls rest in peace.